this is Steve with GNC's Total Lean Challenge. Welcome back with me for your second workout this week. This is week 3, still in phase 1. So far, we're doing really, really good. You should already start to feel some changes. 5 exercises today, like usual. 15 to 20 repetitions, nothing's changed there. 45 to 60 seconds break in between, and you know that's been challenging us thus far. The tools we're gonna need for today. We've got a kettlebell. I'm using a 25-pound kettlebell. You need to pick the right resistance. You can use a dumbbell if need be. And we're using a mat, and that's gonna be for a little core work. But we also need a wall, something sturdy, because we're gonna be doing wall sits today. All right, let's get after it. Why are we always starting with the doozy? The first exercise is a wall sit. We're gonna lean against the wall. We're gonna descend down until my quads are horizontal with the ground. The next thing I need to keep in check is to make sure my tibia, my shin, is perpendicular to the ground. So if my shin is out or my bottom is up, that's no good. So 90 degrees here, perpendicular to the wall. My arms need to remain out. If you do this, man, that's just because you're fatiguing, and that's okay, but let's really work towards keeping our arms out straight. Again, my tibia, my shin is straight up and down. My butt is low. My quads are horizontal. My arms are out. The last thing to make this completely nasty, my shoulder blades are back and my noggin stays against the wall. That is when this clock starts, 30 seconds. 30 seconds of wall sits just to get things fired up. What am I working here? My stomach is in tight, but that's not really what I'm working. My arms are out. My delts are fired. That's not it either. What I'm really working here, my quadriceps are already on fire. They are starting to burn. So mostly quads, but maybe a little bit of core also. The next exercise is going to be scissors. Scissors are a fantastic core exercise. We're gonna engage the abdominals, but that's not what's actively working. It's our hip flexors that are gonna actually be working. You need a mat, sit on back. You're gonna need a little bit of hamstring flexibility, and you're gonna need some hip flexor strength. Let's work our core by crunching up. So let's begin this motion by turning our pelvis under slightly and crunching up. If your head starts to get tired, you can support your neck with your hands on your head, but don't go grabbing on your head. Keep your chin in neutral. From here, let's start with one leg pointed out, one leg up. In general, what we're doing is switching our legs, and don't let your knee bend too much. We're not doing a bicycle. Scissors look like this, but I want to stay crunched up. If you want a modification that makes us a little more tough, you can speed up and come a little higher. How low am I going? I'm almost touching the ground. I'm staying 6 or 8 inches off the ground. If I'm really flexible, I can bring this leg back further. Good. And there's nothing wrong at first with holding those legs, coming all the way up. But in general, this is what I want for 15 to 20 repetitions, not letting your shoulder blades touch. So keep your shoulder blades up. Fantastic. The next one, kettlebell swings. Kettlebell swings are also called a hip drive. The reason kettlebell swings are called a hip drive is because I'm using my hips, my gluteals, my quads, my bottom and my legs to drive the momentum of the kettlebell. Start with the kettlebell between your heels. I'm going to squat down with a good squat, just like my box squat. Down, I grab the horns of the kettlebell, I stand up. I don't want to bend over from my hips where my arms go way low. That's gonna cause me to bend forward. Now I'm driving with my low back. What I want is just to miss my groin, and I let the kettlebell swing back almost to my bottom. I use momentum from my legs, and I come up. A variation of this would be a single arm, bringing my thumb under. But no matter what I do, I drive with my hips. I keep my core nice and sturdy all through here. It's rigid all the time. I hinge from my hips a little bit, but I drive with my glutes and my quads, and I clear the kettlebell just up to about my line of sight. Let momentum take the bell. Don't force it. You'll hurt your low back and you'll hurt your shoulder. The next exercise is a jumping jack. We're gonna start with our hands together, adducted. We're gonna move into abduction when everything leaves the center of the body. Our whole body's gonna leave the earth and land, and you have to land softly. So important to land softly. It takes a lot more energy to land softly, which means more caloric expenditure for you and me. Jumping jacks, they look like this, softly. Stomach's tight, head is in neutral. Moving as much as possible, landing as light as possible. 15 to 20 repetitions. Still out of breath, partly from the kettlebell swing or hip drive. Then we moved into the plyometric jumping jack. Now we're gonna finish with plank, 30 seconds. With plank, don't back up. If anything, come forward. Keep your hands underneath your chest. Triceps, chest, and shoulders are working isometrically. My belly button is into my spine. I'm holding my tummy in tight. And I'm going to take small breaths while I wait it out for 30 seconds. If you have to, you can descend all the way. Bend your legs, and you can hold plank on the fronts of your legs, not on your knees, but on the fronts of your legs, and don't sag in. Stay up nice and tall. Again, focusing on chest, shoulders, triceps, and your belly button. 30 seconds. So you see, that's a quick little ditty. 5 exercises, 15 to 20 repetitions each. And we're gonna try this for 2 rounds. That's guaranteed to get you in shape because it's conditioning and strength and cardio together. All right, we have one more really tough workout this week, followed by your Saturday workout, so stay with us.